faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow, no tomorrow.
I've been incredibly fortunate to have a positive role model. I've always loved my mom and have always seen her as a role model, as a professional working mother, and an in general fun person and mom. But lately, I've come to admire my mother for the new ways she has come to see herself, as a person who has a lot to offer, intelligent, and genuinely comfortable in her body. I have great respect for her.
And marriage changed me a lot.
In her late 20s, she met my father. My father grew up in a home where women were to be admired for their perfect bodies, which could cause problems for my mother.
When I became engaged to her son, she objected to me on several levels. I was too old, I wasn't feminine enough, and I was flat-chested. And so she and her sisters, instead of having a shower, took me to an underwear store and bought me humongous padded bras. I still had a good feeling about my body. And I felt confident enough to dress the way I dressed. I didn't have to.
Did he say stuff to you that made you feel that way?
Stop eating. Stop eating. Don't eat while you're standing up. And I gradually gained weight, even though I was dancing and doing a lot of exercise. And I went to Weight Watchers, and I lost all the weight. And I kept it off for a couple of years, and then I said, to hell with it. I mean, I am who I am.
About 8 years ago, my father died. My mother eventually was able to, for the first time, recognize her own importance in the world, and also to gain a new perspective on her physical appearance and comfortable with the great things that her body can do.
And I think after he died, I began to feel comfortable with my body. I was who I was. I discovered that I was more than just a wife who took care of my husband, who survived because of his secretary and me, and I became my own person. And I realized I am who I am, and no one was putting me down, so I was putting myself down. I feel much more self-assured, and I realize that I'm really human and I can be ill. Looking at my life now, I'm comfortable. I have everything that I want or need. Well, the one body thing that I'm aware of is I have no neck. And so I wear things with a collar so that I feel it's not quite as obvious that I have no neck. But
when we describe older women we admire, many people use descriptive words like sweet and cute. Here's my mom's take on cute.
I sort of feel that that's offensive. I mean, I was cute when I was a kid. I think by the time you're my age, you're not cute. She's charming. She's interesting. She's charismatic. She listens. She's comfortable with herself. She's not criticizing others. She's the qualities that I have that I didn't realize that I had.
Though elder women may have become confident and wise, having entered the queen stage, as taught by Mark David of the Institute for the Psychology of Eating, they may still have body dysmorphia or dislike of their own bodies. Without having some sort of intervention, a person usually won't spontaneously feel comfortable or happy with their own body. It's not as if you pass 72 and suddenly negative thinking just disappears and acceptance fills the space.